Loyiso, how are you, my sweetie? Just take yourself off mute, hun, and then we can hear you. Okay, we're a bit early, so we're just waiting for the rest of the attendees, but they should be here in the next, say, 10 minutes or so. Loyiso, just very quickly, just tell me if you can hear this video. I just quickly want to test the sound.
It's easy to go through life holding on.
Can you hear that, honey? Just type in the chat if you can't put your audio on, if you could hear that video or not, please, love, just so we can test the sound quickly. Amanda speaking. I'm good, thanks. How are you? No problem, my angel. How are you keeping? Oh, friend. Oh, my sweet. Wow, amazing. Oh, my angel, of course. Please go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Consolidate. Yeah.
Hello.
Oh. Oh. Oh, my friend. Oh, man. And so the complex one, did you keep it at all, hey? Oh, friendy, could you not find a home for it that your little one could then go and visit it, like on a regular basis? Yeah. Oh, my sweetie. Oh, my sweetie, it's a tough one. It is a tough one. You know what? So the thing is you've got to do what's best for the family, and you have to make this move, and in and especially if she can still see her puppy, and also it's not forever. You know what I'm saying? This is temporary. This is just temporary. Oh, my sweetie. Oh, my angel. I'm gonna I'm gonna keep you in my prayers, my angel. Just yeah, be yeah, I hear you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's probably not angry with you. She's obviously also just dealing with grief, and unfortunately, as parents, we become the punching bags. Hey, so no, she won't. She won't. I promise you now. And this kids are resilient, and this isn't gonna scar her for them. Okay. 100%. Oh, shame. Oh, my friend. Oh, my friend. My sweet, I'm about to jump on a Zoom training call. Can you and I connect in the morning? Is that okay? Yes. Yes, let's do that. Done. Absolutely done, my sweetie. Of course, my sweetie, I love you lots, eh? Okay. Just breathe and it's gonna be okay, all right? All right, my angel, take it easy. Bye. Hey guys, so sorry about that. Hi. Gosh, I was like, I'm gonna quickly take this call because we're waiting for everybody to jump on, and I didn't realize it was gonna be quite an intense one. Oh shit. Okay, guys. All right, can we put our microphones on? I just quickly want to chat to everybody before we get started. We are missing a few bodies, but we're going to kick off, guys, because we need to be conscious of time, and we need to be good stewards of our time. Okay, so all right, so firstly, how is everybody doing? How has this week been? Can you believe it's Thursday?
Way too quick. Way too busy.
It's Friday Eve, right?
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, cool, awesome. All right, guys. So we are heading towards proper month end, and so a lot of what we're going to be training on this evening is kind of more the high level stuff, and we'll get to more of the granular stuff. But the one tip that I just want to share with you before we get stuck into the detail of the training is that just be consistent. Even if it feels like you're getting nowhere slowly, trust me, the momentum will come. And a lot of people are being paid literally tomorrow. So now's the time to make sure, hey Jess, hey Pam, now's the time to really capitalize on payday. January has been an extremely long month for a lot of people. And so it's really an opportunity, and don't leave it until like the 31st. Close the deals and the opportunities like from tomorrow, guys. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. So guys, I just want to set some expectations. So we spoke about some of them in the group. Okay, so this training has been hugely successful. Janine actually attended the training on the 5th of Jan. And the feedback that I've got so far from the people that have joined is that what they've implemented is definitely starting to bear fruit in their organization. But it all depends on you. So we can teach you stuff, but you've got to implement it in your business. Okay. A lot of what we covered tonight might feel a little bit theory, but trust me, it's absolutely critical to be a success in this business. All right. The other thing is that the stuff that I'm going to be sending through, I will be sending through a lot sooner for next week's session, so you'll have a lot more time to go through and digest and all that sort of stuff. But please put the effort in preparing, guys, because it's going to make, this is going to be an interactive session. So it's just not just my voice. I really want you guys talking back to me and asking questions, because that's the only way we're going to learn really, really well. And if you come prepared to these sessions, remember we did this in an entire day. If you come prepared to these sessions, you're gonna find you're gonna take a lot more out of it. All right. Okay. So today we are covering a couple of things, and I just quickly want to check something before we start. Can you guys just tell me?
That are weighing us down.
Can you hear that?
Resentment, doubt.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. Hallelujah. Okay, we had audio problems when we did the training on the 5th, but it looks like technology is on our side. That's very exciting. Okay, so I'm about to share screens, guys. Okay, just let me know that you can see. Okay, can everybody see? Can you see the screen, guys?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Yay.
Wonderful. Okay, so we're going to be splitting this up into 4 modules. Tonight is the first module. And by the way, guys, I have gone and purchased the pro version of Zoom. So we're not going to be cut off. How exciting is that? Okay, we don't have a time limit. But I am conscious that there are time constraints and we all need to get a good night's sleep, all right? So I called this training Quantum Leap Success because for me, 2019 is a year which can be a game changer for all of us. That is my mission, and I would love to share that same mission with you guys. It's about dreaming big, it's about engaging, and it's about action. Okay, those are the three key formulas of success. So tonight we're going to focus on mindset and velocity. Next week, Wednesday, not Thursday, Wednesday, we're going to be doing goal setting, and there's going to be some prep that I want you guys to think about, and I will be communicating that over the weekend. On the 7th of February, which is again a Thursday night, it's recruitment and top tips from our uplines. And then the following 13th, and I did it on the 13th because the 14th is Valentine's Day, so no excuses for not attending, okay? 13th of Feb, we're going to go into the nitty-gritties of volume-producing activities, daily operational procedures, systems, and accountability. Okay, so underneath these topics is a lot of detail and a lot of practical stuff, okay? So those of you who've been in this business for more than 30 seconds will realize that mindset is absolutely critical. You've probably heard a lot of our uplines talk about mindsets, about that, you know, very much what goes on between here depends on your performance. And I've seen this in my own business. The days that I wake up and I'm in a crappy mood, don't expect great checks to happen that day. Okay, so it's really important that we get our mindset in the right space. And with that, I just want to share this video with you quickly.
It's easy to go through life holding on to things that are weighing us down. Guilt, resentment, doubt, worry. The problem is when we allow these things in, picking up space for the good things that should be there. Imagine your life is like a container. You were created to be filled with joy, peace, confidence, creativity. But if you allow worry in, it pushes out the peace. There's not space for both. You can't go above 100%. You have a limited amount of room. If you allow guilt to take up space, that's space that you don't have for the confidence you need. And the reason some people don't enjoy their lives is because their container, their heart is contaminated with so many things. They have 10% worry, stressed out over their job, 12% bitterness, mad at their neighbor, 20% guilt, beating themselves up for past mistakes, 9% jealousy, their coworker is more beautiful. They don't realize 70% of their container is negative. They wonder why they don't have joy, creativity, passion. They only have room for 30% of what they should have.
Since we know that right now you are not living your highest vision of yourself. Now, having seen the differences between where you are and where you want to be, begin to change. Consciously change those words and actions to match your grandest vision. Slowly increment mental and physical effort will entail constant moment-to-moment monitoring of your every thought, word, and deed. It will involve continued choice-making consciously. This whole process is a massive move to consciousness. What you will find out if you undertake this challenge is that you've spent half your life unconscious. That is to say, unaware on a conscious level of what you are doing in the way of thoughts, words, and deeds until you experience the aftermath. Then when you experience these results, you deny that your thoughts, words, and deeds had anything to do with them. This is a call to stop such unconscious living. It is a challenge to which your soul has called you from the beginning of time.
Give no place to guilt. Give no place to worry. Give no place to bitterness. It can't come in and automatically take over. You control what's in your container. You control what you think about, what you choose to allow in. And we all have negative emotions, negative feelings. But you have to make the choice. I'm not going to give this jealousy, this bitterness, this anger, valuable space and let it poison my life. I'm going to protect what I allow in me. And every morning when we wake up, we need to empty out anything negative from the day before. Somebody offended you at work, they didn't treat you right, it's easy to let that offense stay. It feels good to carry around a grudge, but you have to be disciplined. Say, no, I am not giving this offense any room. I am not going to let it sour my day. They hurt you once. Don't let them continue to hurt you by holding on to the offense. Being offended is not harming them, it's harming you. It's taking up space you need for the good things that move you toward your destiny. Or you wake up in the morning and thoughts of worry come. How are you going to pay your bills? What if the medical report's not good? You'll never get out of this problem. Don't allow that in.
If you want your life to take off, begin at once to imagine it the way you want it to be, and move into that. Check every thought, word, and action that does not fall into harmony with that. Move away from those. When you have a thought that is not in alignment with your higher vision, change to a new thought then and there. When you see a thing that is out of alignment with your grandest idea, make a note not to say something like that again. When you do a thing that is misaligned with your best intention, decide to make that the last time.
Every morning, empty out the guilt, empty out the word, empty out the discouragement. And when the impurities come, when the infection comes, don't let it stay. Let it pass on through. Keep your heart pure. If you do this, I believe and declare you're going to step up to a new level with more joy, more peace, more favor, healing, wholeness, the fullness of your destiny.
Okay, guys, so some questions. What steals your mind?
That to us.
Yes, absolutely. I will drop the video in the group.
Cool.
So, guys, what steals your mindset? And like relate this to your own personal situation. What gets you in a really crappy mood? What steals your joy? What's that?
Not making sales.
Not making sales. Oh my gosh. And Jess, like, what does that attract to you?
Not sales, definitely not more sales.
More not making sales, hey? Okay, yeah. Okay, so being despondent because you want sales and you get depro and then no more sales come through. Okay, what else? What else steals your joy, guys? Let's talk about real life.
Current workplace.
Having to? What did you say, Naya?
Oh, current workplace.
Current workplace. Other people, the environment, the stress. Yeah, absolutely. That can impact you 100%. And that's difficult to kind of shake off, hey, when you're facing it every single day. What else, guys? Everybody is like sharp on mindset, hey? We're awesome. Okay. All right, guys. So, look, this is quite a personal thing, and it is quite a vulnerable thing. But I think we need to figure out how we move from the unconscious into the consciousness. Okay, and there are things that we can do. Sorry, Janine is just going to be rinsing her hair. She put color on her hair.
Oh, yeah.
This is so awesome that we can do that.
If I want hair left, I need to go rinse it now.
Go for it, girl. Go for it. The other night when we were training, she was packing lunches. So, you know, that's what I love about this business is you can multitask. It's awesome.
That's amazing.
Okay, so on mindset, how do we move into the conscious space? What do you do to break that spell of despondency or demotivation or just negativity? What are some of the things that you guys do?
Well, on my side, I'd say I normally distance myself from that space.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out from it.
So whether it be people or whatever, just move away from that space.
Okay, good. Yeah. So sometimes it pays to just get up from your desk and walk away and maybe go get some fresh air, or maybe not spend so much time with people that are negative all the time.
Yeah, true.
Okay?
Yeah.
You will often hear our uplines talk about finding 5 people that you truly admire and that are positive, and there are characteristics about them that you would want in your own life. Okay, so whether it's success, or that they are great networkers, or that they are entrepreneurs, or whatever that looks like, and to deliberately spend time shadowing them. Because from doing that, you learn certain behaviors from them, which you then take on in your own life. Okay. And it's not that you lose yourself, it's just about becoming the best version of you. So if you feel that your weakness is that you are very shy and introverted, find somebody who's an extrovert and actually force yourself to spend time with that person and learn the behavior of being an extrovert. Okay. So those are some of the things. All right, I'm going to share some practical stuff. So, guys, what I asked you to do is to look at getting 2 notebooks. One, to take down notes, okay? And the other is to start implementing daily disciplines. This might feel like a ridiculous task, and ain't nobody got time to be adding like another thing to my life. If you view it that way, it will become that way. Again, it's all about mindset. The truth is the saying, an attitude of gratitude is an attitude, and that's an attitude of gratitude can change your day. It's the absolute truth. And I speak as a testament to this statement, okay? And just kind of sitting in your own space and thinking of the things that you are grateful for doesn't have the same impetus as actually writing it down. And there have been studies that show the connection between your eyes and your hand and seeing it actually being written down, and what that does to your subconscious, and moving it from the subconscious into your conscious, and then verbalizing that gratitude as well. So there are techniques to implement to really bring the gratitude to a space of your subconscious, okay, and into your conscious. So what I would want you all to right now do is write down 10 things that you are grateful for. Right now. As they are. Write down the 10 things that you are grateful for.
I'll be back.
Charger drops. Manuals.
I'll give you guys 2 minutes to do that, and it really shouldn't take you longer than 2 minutes a day to do that. Okay. All right, guys. So, what are some of the things that we're grateful for? Share just one of them each. Nao, go first.
Having my family.
Cool. Jess?
And like around, yes.
Awesome. Jess?
My boys and time with them.
Awesome. Joy?
I'd go with my family and my passion.
Okay, awesome. I'm
Yeah.
going to skip Janine. Tanya?
Yeah, I'd also go healthy kids, healthy family.
Cool. Pam?
I would say I'm able to hear, walk, speak, the air that I breathe.
Brilliant. Loiso? Loiso, can you hear us, babe? Just put your mic on, love. Okay, I think Loiso's having some technical difficulty because we weren't able to chat earlier either. Okay, so guys, here's the thing is, so to do this exercise every day literally takes 2 minutes. But here's the challenge. By saying the same things every day is going to start to feel like a bit of a bore, right? So the challenge is that you're not allowed to repeat the same 10 things every single day. You've got to find 10 new things to be grateful for. And when you actually start doing that, you realize how much abundance is actually in your life. And that the good things far outweigh the bad things. We as humans are so quick to focus on the things that we don't have. And when we switch the roles and we start to really take stock of how much we do have in our life, that's when things start to change for us. Because the law of attraction is the more you are grateful for, the more you love, the more you are conscious of that abundance in your life, the more of that you attract. Okay, the more negative stuff you are conscious of, guess what? The more of that you attract. Okay, so don't let this become a chore. Let this become a great way to start your day, or a great way to end your day, or if you can, a great way to start and end your day. Okay, because it just puts you in the right frame of mind to start your day on a high note. Okay, so that's gratitude diary. Then before we go there, how do you guys deal with emotions? So how do you deal when somebody cuts you off in traffic and makes you angry? How do you deal when somebody disappoints you? How do you deal with somebody that rejects you, which is something that's very common in this business, when people say no to you? How do you deal with that? Does it affect you? We are all women.
Yeah.
Okay, we are all women, guys. So we are all affected, and there's no shame in that. Okay, we're born to be emotional beings. So, some suggested coping mechanisms with that. If you guys have read The Power by Rhonda Byrnes, it's a brilliant book, and it talks about the power of love. But she talks about a coping mechanism of when she feels rage, she imagines rage being a horse, and a horse riding away. So it's exiting her life. She literally visualizes it. And I'm quite a visual person as well. So I literally visualize a see-through box. And if it's like somebody has really peed me off, like there are red swirls of anger in the see-through box, and I take a massive big hammer and I smash the box, and guess what? Out of it either comes fireworks or like glitter or something fun like balloons. And I know it sounds like a little psychotic, but let me tell you, it makes me laugh, okay? And it instantly just changes my frame of mind in that moment. So the reality is that we have control over how we feel and our emotions. You've just got to find the mechanism to take your mind from absolutely focusing on that particular emotion and letting it go and replacing it with something positive. So find something that's going to work for you. Okay, that's also something I wanted to say in the beginning. The stuff that I'm going to be teaching you, I'm going to be sharing my experiences, but this is your business. This is your life. So how you implement it is entirely up to you, and it might be different from how I do things, and that's absolutely okay because it is your business. All right. Okay. Any other suggestions of how to deal with emotion? Don't bottle it.
Exercising.
What was that?
Exercising and working it out. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Get the endorphins going. 100%. Live a balanced lifestyle. Definitely. Exercise in the morning is amazing because you get your blood flow up. You find your energy is shoots through the roof. And for this group, I will also share some really incredible exercises that you can do in the comfort of your own home, and you don't need any special equipment or anything like that. And you can literally do it in 5 minutes. Like, we all have 5 minutes, guys. And it's just to start your day on a high. All right, so I will share some of that with you guys. Alrighty. Cool. Okay, so that we spoke about gratitude. Okay, then you often hear us talking about your why. And the why is the why so important? So the reality is, when your why is clear, crystal clear and big enough that it outweighs any excuse, those days where you just don't feel like it, if you had a rough day with the kids, or if you've come home from work and you absolutely pooped and the last thing you feel like doing now is going and speaking to people on social media, if you know what your why is, you will push through that, and you will be consistent, and you will do the minimum things that are required to be successful in this business. But it's when your why is not big enough that excuses overtake. And then what happens, guys? What happens when we break a diet? What happens when you've been so good for like a week and you've eaten properly and you've exercised, and then bam, the weekend hits and there happens to be that slab of chocolates, and you couldn't just have one block, you needed to eat the whole slab because you know it is a target. What happens? What happens the next day? How much harder is it to climb back onto the bandwagon? Like, it's tough. Okay? And it's the same in this business, because if I didn't do what I needed to do yesterday, then I think it's fine, I'll just double up tomorrow. And guess what? Tomorrow comes and life happens, and oh my gosh, instead of the hour I was going to spend on my business, I now need to spend 2, but there's absolutely no way. I'll leave it till the weekend, and then I'll leave it till next weekend, and before you know it, you've done absolutely nothing. There's no sales in your business, and you found every excuse under the sun why not to be consistent. Okay, so this is where we need to figure out your why, and everybody's why is going to be different. So what I asked you to do is I asked you to look for magazines. I asked you to clear a space on your fridge, a space on your wall, get a piece of cardboard or whatever the case may be. Okay, we are not doing this exercise physically now. Okay, we're going to talk about it. This is something I want you to please do in your own time, because it is a time-consuming, it can be a time-consuming exercise. Finding the right pictures and all that sort of stuff. But you need to make your why as tangible as possible. And you need to dream big. So, guys, we are all in this business for a reason. And every single person on this call has expressed to me that they want this business to be a game changer. And the fact that you just on the call, again, is evidence that you are serious about this business. So the question is, what is your why? What is your why in terms of finances? And don't say get out of debt. What does that mean? What is the number, and by when? Okay, if it's to travel, where do you want to travel? If it's to renovate your house, how much is that going to cost, and what does your house look like in the end? If it's to buy a new car, what color, what model, what make? If it's to progress within the organization, what title do you want to have, and by when? If it is to be able to do philanthropic, is that what? Philanthropic, there we go, work. What type of work do you want to do, and when, and how many people? And do you see where I'm going? You have to make it that tangible that you can actually touch and feel and taste and see. All right? And so that's why we talk about vision boards. And I want to show you guys that I practice what I preach, and I'm serious about this, and it helps me on a daily basis. And your vision board isn't kind of a stagnant thing. It's something that you do all the time. So this is my vision board. I had it open and for some reason it didn't open. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
No.
My vision board? Okay, so I have got all the places that I want to travel to. I want to go to the Maldives, and I want to go to Europe, and specifically Euro Disney and Monaco, and I want to go to Jerusalem, and I want to go to Sydney, and I want to drive an Audi Q5, the latest model, 2019, and it must be like a silver color, and I want to be able to completely throw all my clothes out of my wardrobe and go on a shopping spree and literally like fill my wardrobe with brand new clothes. And I want to buy an indoor trainer that I can exercise at home in the winter on my bicycle and not have to face the cold. And I want to be able to buy a domestic lady her own house and her own car. So those are all my wows. My wows. My whys, my wows. Freudian slip. And those are the titles that I want to achieve, and by when I want to achieve them, and how big I want my down. And you can see there is an empty block there because I'm constantly adding to this board. My life constantly evolves, and I go, oh wow, I would love that, and I'm going to dream big, and this is what I want. And so the truth is, and our uplines attest to this, is when you're able to visualize this and to put it down, and it might sound fluffy and it might sound like a time waster, but if you do not know what your why is, and if it's not in front of you every single day, if it's not on your screensaver, if there's a particular pin title that you want, put it as your screensaver on your phone, put it on your fridge. You'll see around my house I've got emeralds and I've got blue diamonds plucked all over my house. People think I'm crazy, but that's okay, because that's what I am working towards, and I need to constantly be reminded when I get up from my computer to go make a cup of coffee and then maybe start to dawdle and then look up and go, oh, hold on, best I get back to my computer, because this is why I'm doing it. Okay.
Nice.
So your vision board. Let's talk about it. Okay. And I know you might feel vulnerable, guys, but we are family, first of all. And also when you share your why, you develop a sense of accountability. Okay. So Jess, tell us, what is your why? Why are you doing this business?
Because I was stuck in a crappy job in the past, and I'm determined not to go back into that. So I want to have this life for my kids without sending them to aftercare and without having to be away from home and all that. And I want to be financially free and not have to worry about that. So that's my main reason.
Stunning. Okay. So think about the visuals that you're going to be using for that, and unpack in your own brain, like, what does financially free mean? What does time freedom mean? And the visuals could be like your best family holiday, you know?
Yeah.
Go find one of those photos, pluck it up. It's a reminder.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Joy, what's your why, babes?
I guess financial freedom, I would say. I currently had to leave my current job. I'm studying at the moment, so I don't want to find myself back there again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Lots of similar stories, hey? and guys, do you know how many more of you there are in this world? Statistics show that people are wanting flexible working conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Okay, so again, Joy, make it tangible, babes. Like, what does financially free mean? Okay, and what do you want out of life? Why are you studying? You know, how can this business help you in that field? Okay. Cool. Pam, what's your why, babe?
Oh goodness. I think it's also financial freedom. everybody wants financial freedom. But I think I want to get a new car. I want to sort my pool out. I want to travel.
Nice.
I want to buy a holiday home.
Nice.
So yeah,
Nice.
lots.
Okay, I'm loving how detailed and how tangible you already have some of these aspects. So a holiday home, a car. I'm sure you have an idea of what car you want.
Yes.
You know, sorting out your pool. Okay, so now you're starting to really crystallize. That's amazing. Good. Very cool.
Cool.
Okay, I'm not sure if Janine's back with us. I'm going to skip to Tanya.
Yeah, mine's pretty much the same. Also, financial freedom to be able to put my kids through good schools.
Yeah.
And to take them overseas on
Nice.
holiday.
Nice. Okay, cool. So, Tanya, you need to get the emblem or the badge of the school that you want to send your kids to, or the university, or the countries that you want to visit, and make sure they are front and center in your face all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Right, Neo.
Yes.
What's
So
your
it's also the same as everybody else, traveling around the world, traveling everywhere I want to be at whatever time I want to, not like once a year or once every 3
nice?
years or whatever. And also building a family, because we'd also love to make babies and have families and not
Awesome.
struggle. Also probably finish off school, because yeah, it's one of those.
Oh,
And just live my
fantastic. Fantastic.
yeah.
That's amazing. Again, so beautiful, crisp, and tangible. Brilliant. Lots of little Neos running around. Brilliant.
Yes.
I like it. I like it. That's awesome. Okay. All right, guys. So without sounding like a broken record, please go do this exercise. Take half an hour, flip through magazines, go print some stuff off the internet, write things if you can't find the particular image that relates to whatever it is that your why is, and make it front and center. And if it means that it needs to be in multiple places in your house, so if it needs to be on the fridge, and if it needs to be on the wall where you work from, or if it needs to be a screensaver on your phone or a screensaver on your desktop or laptop or whatever, do it. Okay, it needs to be a constant reminder. And the reason is that when we are tired, we don't feel like it, or there's a better invitation, instead of working on a business, to maybe go and watch a series. You know, as big series people, I'm one of those. Yeah. Say no to the series, because the series is not going to get you all those things. All right. And it's temporary, guys. It's a small sacrifice for a phenomenal result. Okay. Right. Good. Right. Then you will see as well, I sent you guys a magic check. Okay, and if you haven't yet printed it out, please, guys, print it out. If you've got it printed out, I want you to fill this out now. Okay, and this is the wow check that you want to be receiving on a monthly basis. Right? And by when? So the date that you see there is by when you want this check to happen. Okay?
Okay.
You need to pay yourself, so you need to put your name down, and then you need to put the amount in. So how much money on a monthly basis are you aiming for this business to give you? And I'm going to be completely transparent and open with you. My number is R500,000 that I want this business to pay me on a monthly basis by this year, December. And that might sound ambitious, but girls, I'm making it happen. R500,000 by December. That is what I'm working on. Yours doesn't have to be that. It can be any number. All right. I'm just sharing with you because it's a circle of trust. Okay. And this check is going to go in your purse. I've got a check up on my vision board, and I've got a check in my purse, because that is the money that's going to be in my account, in my purse. Okay,
Yes,
so
and-
right now, if you don't have your check done, if you don't have it printed out, write it down. By what date are you going to be earning the ideal income that's going to really change your life, that's going to allow you to achieve all of these things, and by when? Okay. All good. Right. Okay. I am going to ask you guys to personally just send me a photo of your check when you're ready. Okay? You're not going to share it now, but I want to know, because I would love to celebrate with you when it happens, because I truly believe that it's going to happen. So I'm going to keep your little photos of your checks very safe, and when those numbers start happening, trust me, there's going to be some serious celebration. Okay. It's called accountability. All right. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to switch presentations now, and we're going to switch gears a little bit. So we've spoken a lot about why. I want to show you how this business can get you to those numbers that you put down. Some of you have already been on velocity calls, and you might think you know the ins and outs, and that's amazing. But the more you learn the sales compensation plan, firstly, the more you're going to understand how this business is the vehicle to get you to where you want to go. And secondly, that when you're sharing this business, you're speaking from a point of confidence. Okay. So, what Nu Skin realized is that the typical month of a brand affiliate or a distributor looks like this. In the beginning of the month, there's nothing. Oh, there's a little bit of activity because people are kind of going, oh, hell, we're nearing the end of the month. I better like pull my finger out my bum. Excuse the French. And month end happens, and there's this massive spike, okay? And then we go again to the next month, and it's nothing, and boom. Do you feel like that's a sustainable business model?
No.
Do you feel like that is conducive to being completely stress-free?
No.
Do you feel like those people belong to lastminute.com? Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Nu Skin is all about sustainability. They're wanting us to build sustainable businesses, and they are helping us develop the right behaviors to do that. Okay. And what talks best, guys? Money.
Money.
Okay. All right. So, this business strategy, this shift in the compensation plan is to say we want to reward you guys with more money, but you have to start changing behavior. Okay. So let's talk about what velocity is all about. Velocity means to like go fast, right? And also what they've understood is that a lot of people come into multi-level marketing, that's the industry we're part of, and they might hang around for 6 weeks, or they might hang around for 3 months, or maybe a year, and then they leave the business because they feel like it's too hard. And the truth is that it's not a difficult business, but it takes consistency. And some people's momentum kicks in earlier in the process, and others take a little bit longer. But when that momentum kicks in, it's insane. The problem is that people leave because they haven't tasted the success that this business has to offer. So this new compensation plan changes the game completely. So much so that we have won the DSA award, the Direct Selling Association award, for completely disrupting sales incentive programs. Other multi-level marketing companies are looking at us and saying, how the hell are you able to do this? How is it that you're able to pay your people so much money? Okay, so it's a goodie. Right, so some of you guys that are new in the business, this is probably not relevant because you're not used to the old terms. Those of us who have been in it for some time, we are familiar with the old terms. And here's the thing, there's going to be fines for anybody on these next 4 calls if you use the old terminology, you're going to be fine. Okay, happening. I haven't quite figured out how we're going to do it virtually. It was easier when there were people in front of me and we could find them, like with embarrassing moments. But I think what we'll, in fact, I've got it. The fine will be that you will have to sing a song in front of the group on Zoom, and it's being recorded. Okay, guys? Right. Okay. Okay, so a distributor is now known as a brand affiliate. We are, everybody except for Janine and myself are brand affiliates. Yeah, I almost had to sing a song there. All right. We are brand affiliates. Okay. Then preferred customers. So those are your customers that get wholesale pricing, are now known as members. So that could be mom or a special friend or whoever that you don't want to charge full retail. They get preferred pricing. There's a way you can actually sign them up as a preferred customer, which is now known as a member. Okay. Then wholesale pricing is now referred to as member pricing. Guys, this is the only exception, all right? Because if you say to a new prospective recruit, you are going to get member pricing, they're going to look at you and say, what are you talking about? Okay, so there it's okay to talk about wholesale pricing. That's the only exception, all right? A retail customer remains a retail customer. That's a customer that pays retail prices. PSV, your personal sales volume, those are the orders that you place on your profile at the moment, is PSV. It's now just going to be known as SV, sales volume. So they're dropping the P, and there's a good reason for that. I'll explain in a minute. Then CSV is your commissionable sales value. So every points have got a rand value. Okay, so even though the points and rand value aren't always equatable, so for example, the wholesale price on a mud mask is 378 rand, but the points that we get, I think, is 24 points, if I'm not mistaken, or 30 points for a mud mask. So those 30 points is equatable to maybe 578 rand at a retail price. That's the commissionable sales value. Does that make sense? That's the rand value that we talk about, and that's how they work out commissions. All right. Okay. Then a circle group is anybody who is, I'm just looking for my little whiteboard. Let's see, my girls have been in my office again. How rude. Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. See, yeah, I'm blaming the children, and they can't even be blamed. Okay. So your circle group is right. So here we've got Joy. Okay, that's Joy, right? I know it's mirrored, but it says J. Okay, it's not some weird language. And then Joy recruits 4 people. Okay, right? So there's 4 people in your downline, Joy. That is your circle group. And anybody underneath, sorry, I'm meant to include these people here, I didn't mean to exclude them. Anybody that they recruit will also be in your circle group, okay, which is now known as your group. So you'll see even the dashboard in the app. Speaking of app, does everybody have their My New Skin app? Everybody download the My New Skin app. Okay, if you want, please go do that. You will see the terminology has already started to change on the dashboard. Okay, you're going to see a lot more changes coming through as we move towards the 1st, so watch the next few days. And then, right, an executive breakaway is this leg of Joy's over here. This one over here. This is a dynamic go-getter. This is one of you ladies on this call, okay, who's serious about this business, works their butt off to make this business work. And they then become their own entity, their own organization. So we call that a breakaway. An executive breakaway is now called a team, And it means that their points no longer contribute towards your group points, but you will start to see their points show in the LTSV space, the leadership team sales volume, because they've now become their own entity, their own leadership team. You still get commission on it, you still get rewarded for it, but it doesn't count towards your monthly totals. They become their own breakaway. So you move up in title, but their points no longer count towards your GSV. It counts towards your LTSV, which is important when you move to the leadership space in the business. I'm going to explain in a minute. Does that make sense? Everybody on the same page?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Then we spoke about a grace period. So grace period is if you've become a brand representative, or as we used to know, an executive, Nuskin understands that sometimes life happens. Somebody close to you can end up in hospital and you're out of play for an entire month and you haven't been able to work on your business. You are given, at the moment, 1 month grace period, okay, where you can maintain your title, but after that period, you lose your title, okay? That's been replaced with a flex block, and I'm not going to explain it right now because there's a nice exercise that's going to show how this works in a minute. We then talk about sharing blocks and building blocks. This isn't anything difficult or anything actually new, other than we are now talking about clustering points. So 1 block is equivalent to 500 points, okay? The difference between a building block and a sharing block is the only terminology that ever gets used when you're on a growth plan to become a brand representative, which is your first big milestone in this business. All right? So Jess is on that growth plan at the moment. She's killing it. She's already LOI'd, and I think you're almost close to your Q1 qualification, which is amazing. Okay. So nailing it. Love it.
Nice.
So, on a sharing block would mean any points that come from anybody that you have personally sponsored in the business, which could be a brand affiliate, a preferred customer, or a retail customer. So easy. You sharing the business, you sharing your products, those points get deemed as a sharing block, and you need a certain amount of sharing blocks in order to qualify as a brand representative on the new compensation plan. A leadership team is everybody who breaks away from you, and there are some minimums in order for you, minimum totals of their volumes, which will help you progress in the organization. And the reason they've done this is because they don't want us abandoning our team members once they hit brand representative status. We're a family. We've got to keep working together and working the depth in our organization. So you're not going to, sorry guys, but you got me forever. Just saying. Okay. Right. And then we have leadership team sales volume. So that's the sales volume that comes from those leadership teams. Then we have a letter of intent. So that's something Jess had to go on the back end of her volumes, and she had to say, I am serious about this business. I want to become a brand representative. I've reached my 1,000 points. I'm LOIing. I'm on a growth plan to become a brand representative. Okay. Then you have a qualifying sales leader. So that's somebody who's passed their LOI status. So that's where Jess is moving into now. And then you've got a flex account, which I'm going to explain in a little bit more detail when we do the exercise. It will make more sense. Okay. Everybody with me so far?
Yeah.
Questions? Okay. There are 4 pillars to this business. There's actually 5. We'll introduce the 5th either towards the end of this year or beginning of next year. The 4 are retail, share, build, and lead. Retail is no different from what we know now. Okay? We sell to customers. Then they talk about sharing, which is really just actually an extra bonus, but by changing some habits, which we're going to talk about now. Building is about building a team, and leading is about creating leadership within those teams. So let's talk about retail. These are only for illustrative purposes, all right? It's not the actual reality. There is no product that you can buy for 20 Rand. Just that. Okay, we wish, but not yet. Okay, so there is you. You have a customer. You market. The customer says, oh my gosh, I want one of those. You place the order on Nu Skin for 20 Rand. The customer pays you or Nu Skin. This is where to come, listen carefully. 25 Rand. You make yourself 5 Rand profit. The product gets delivered. At the moment, a lot of us are handling products. Okay? And then we get the product to our customer. The problem with that, head office is receiving complaints from customers saying, hey, I ordered products like 2 weeks ago from this chick. I paid her, still don't have my product. What up? Not good for the brand. Okay. Plus, our time, lots of us make it all pretty. We take pretty packaging, put it in a something, maybe a little hug in the mug. There go your profits. There, your profits are gone. Plus, now you got to make arrangements. Hey, Judy, girl, when can I come deliver? What? You're going away for the next week. Oh my goodness. And then you forget. Or Judy wants to come because she can only pick it up at 8:30 at night. That's your family time or your time to be working on the business. Like, not convenient. It's just a hassle. Nu Skin are saying, guys, we've got this formula waxed. Okay? So how about you just use the formula? How about you just get the customer to make the payment to us? Okay? To Nu Skin. Also, less bank charges, less transaction fees, all that drama. So you're actually saving money at the end of the day. Customers actually don't mind paying the delivery because when you look at our delivery charges, cheaper than Netflix, cheaper than Takealot, hashtag just saying, all right? People are used to paying for delivery online, and ours is by far the cheapest. So product gets delivered directly to customer. Oh my gosh, they get their product either within 24 hours if they choose that service, or between 3 and 5 working days. You don't have to worry about getting the product to them anymore, which is great. Plus, from the 1st of February, you are getting a cash wallet where on a weekly basis you can say, send money to my account. Thank you very much. Your money is accessible. All right. Most of us are waiting 3 to 4 days for the money to clear in our accounts anyway. So it's not that we have the money immediately. Okay. So.
Can I ask something on that, ma'am?
Go for it, babes.
So if we go that route and we let them do it through, sorry, now I'm not going to gun up it, but with the app.
No, it's fine.
And so I've had a couple of people that prefer not to, because they don't know the company, they prefer not to enter their own bank details. So is this, am I right now that you have to, do you not get the points if it's placed on your own profile, or how?
No, you still will get the points. You still will get the points. And Jess, I'm going to explain, you kind of in a better situation now that you are qualifying as a brand representative, because as a brand representative, you're going to get the points anyway. All right. Okay. As a brand representative, you're going to get a sharing bonus anyway, regardless of how you do this.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Brand affiliates. And Jess, also remember there's the wire option. So lots of people don't mind paying EFT. And it's to a corporate. Okay, so the wire option is EFT, and the systems that are in place now with Velocity, those clear a lot quicker, they reflect a lot quicker, so the product's out a lot quicker as well.
Okay.
Okay. So if your customers are not comfortable putting their credit card or debit card details in, ask them to choose the wire option.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Okay. Then we have got this phenomenal app. Everybody got the MyStore app, the Nu Skin MyStore app.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So again, same scenario, but this time we send an offer from the app to the customer. The customer pays the retail price. The difference between the wholesale and the retail price is a retail bonus, and that you also get access in your cash wallet. Same thing, product gets delivered directly to the customer. Makes sense? Okay, right. Then we get on to share. And essentially, actually, for doing nothing else, you're going to get an extra bonus. So already, you're going to be earning more money than you have been. And if you have a look at the new price lists, on a tea green, you're earning an extra 31 Rand. Like, love it. And that's on the 30s. Like, it's amazing, you know? So you're going to be earning your retail profits, which is about 70 Rand plus 30. So you're making $100 on a tea green, guys. Winning.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Is that just as an affiliate? Not even... So no matter what
great question. So I'm going to explain. This is where it becomes a little bit complicated, but not really. As the easy rule of thumb, as a brand affiliate, you will earn sharing bonuses from all of your customers, your preferred and retail customers. So anybody that you sign up or who uses the app to fulfill their purchase, you're going to get a sharing bonus from. Okay?
Only the app.
The app, or if they're online. If you've signed them up as a registered customer or a preferred customer, you will get a sharing bonus as well. All right. However, you will not get the sharing bonuses from your brand affiliates that you've signed up. If you are a qualifying brand representative or a brand representative plus, or your brand affiliates underneath you, you will also get their sharing bonuses. So that's where ka-ching, ka-ching. So if a brand affiliate places an order on their own profile for their own products, or if they're still handling product themselves, Jess, you will get their sharing bonuses as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll explain in more detail now. All right. So there is an amount, and again, this is just for illustrative purposes, 22 Rand. The member price is 187. You get 22 Rand plus the profit on that product. Okay, so in some instances, it's okay to be offering products at wholesale price, like on the big devices and stuff if you want, because number one, you're going to get the repeat orders of consumables, plus you're still getting a sharing bonus. It's a win-win. Okay, see how that works. Any questions so far? Okay, cool. Right. So let's see who's right. So this is a qualifying sales leader who has herself bought a LumiSpa. She has got a member. What's a member, guys?
Customer.
What kind of customer?
Preferred customer.
Yes. Yes. Somebody knows this stuff. Good job. How's your hair? Is it beautiful? Okay, she's not answering. Okay. Okay. Then we've got somebody who's
I am here, sorry.
No, it's cool. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Then somebody's got somebody has LOI'd. They've got somebody who's on a growth plan. They've got a qualifying sales leader, and they've got a brand affiliate. Tell me, how many sharing bonuses are earned over here in this area over here?
500.
500? Why 500?
Isn't it? Or am I mistaken? Probably.
Is it not 4?
At this level, yeah, these people earn
Oh, okay, yeah.
nada. They don't get a sharing bonus. Okay, because look, there's nobody underneath them. Do you see? There's no retail customers underneath them.
Okay.
You get that? Okay. How many does this person earn?
4.
Yes. What happens to this person's sharing bonus?
Goes to her upline.
That's it. Goes to their sponsor. 100%. Okay. Make sense? Okay. On this side here, the brand representative. Who earns sharing bonuses over here? How many sharing bonuses get earned here?
None.
None. Okay. How many sharing bonuses get earned here?
6.
What's this person? This person is a? What's this person? Okay.
Brand representative.
So what is the advantage of a brand representative? What do they get to do? What do they do, guys? Come on, you can do it. I know you can. They get to keep their sharing bonus. So they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Okay. 7 times, like, I need to double check, but I think on Illumi it's about 350 bucks. Not too shabby, right? Not too shabby.
Cool.
Okay. Right. Another one. Let's see. How many people earn over here?
None.
None. Okay. How many people earn over here? How many does the QSL earn?
5.
Okay. How many does the brand representative earn?
6.
Yeah.
Is it still 5?
Can't earn double. No, you can't earn double. This person's already earned on these. So the brand representative.
1.
2.
Yes. Why 2, Jess?
Because they own as well.
Yes.
And
They own and the QSL.
Oh.
Okay, makes sense. Okay. Let's have a look here. How many does the brand affiliate earn? There's registered retail customers. So the brand affiliate will earn?
2.
2. That's it. What will happen to the brand affiliates one?
They sponsor.
3.
Yeah, go to their sponsor. Okay. Starting to make sense. Okay. Head office has got a call that's happening soon. I'll check the dates and communicate with you guys. Suggest also get on that call because the more times you hear this presentation, the better for you. All right. Okay, let's talk build. Right, so 1 block equals 500 points. Let's see how good your knowledge on points is. How many points is a 120 T green?
15.
55.8.
55.8. Woohoo! Okay, right. So you do 9 of those and you're close to your 500 block. Okay. That's if you just 9 of those. And this is what is so beautiful about this business is that you can decide, man, I am a salesperson. I'm just going to sell. And that's how I'm going to grow in the business. And this business is geared to reward you accordingly. Or you can say, I'm only ordering my own products to use. I ain't selling a thing. I'm going to be recruiting and I'm going to be building teams. Or I'm going to be doing both. You decide how you want to do this business. Okay. So So in the beginning stages, you should do both because you need sharing blocks and building blocks. Okay? So one block equals 500 points. So if you want to become a brand representative, before you would have 3 months to do it. You'd have to do 1,000 points, 1,500, and 2,000 points. Okay, over 3 months. So that's 4,500 points. Now the company is just so awesome. They said we're giving you longer to do it, but we need you to do 6,000 points in 6 months. So that's 1,000 points a month, which, guys, is not difficult to do, especially if you're building sustainably. All right. So that means what's 6,000 divided by 500? Let's see who the maths brains are.
12.
Yes, not just a pretty face. Fantastic. Okay. All right. So that's 12 blocks. So 12 blocks over however long you want, but within 6 months. So if you do 12 blocks in the space of 4 months, Shanana, you qualified. You start earning as a brand representative. If you do it over 2 months, cool for you. If you do it in 1.5 months, the last half of the month you earn as a brand representative. How cool is that? So Jess, you're at a big advantage, girl, because when you qualify, if you qualify like in the first week of the following month or something like that, you've got the rest of the month to earn as a brand representative. How cool is that? Okay. So, however, you have to do a minimum of 2 blocks a month. So 2 blocks is equivalent to how many points?
1,000.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic. However, what's wrong with this picture? Who can tell me?
The 4th month. It was 1.
That's it.
block.
So what happens?
Ooh.
We start again. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you don't do your minimum of 2 blocks a month on your qualification process, you start all over again. Then you've wasted everything you've done. Okay. So it's important, again, to build sustainably in this business. All right. Okay. So the first step is you're going to get a bunch of customers. You're going to maybe recruit some people if that's what you want to do. Start building a team. My recommendation is try to do both in the beginning and see what your strengths are, because you might find that one is your strength and you didn't realize it. My personal opinion is build a team if you can, because it's just going to be less stress on your shoulders. Okay. But now what it also allows is the salon owner, for example, who orders a crack load of products to still move up in the ranks of the organization. Okay, so then they don't necessarily have to build a very big team. They still have to build small teams, but that could be like them bringing on their therapist underneath them or something like that. So there's some clever ways that we can start marketing this business to business owners out there. Okay, step 2 is you got to be doing some blocks, minimum of 2 a month over a 6-month period or shorter. Total of 12 blocks, of which 4 need to be sharing. So that means that a retail customer has bought from you, a preferred customer has bought from you, or you've signed up a brand affiliate. Anybody you've personally sponsored into the business, you've shared the business with them. Okay. Step 3 is you are now qualified. You've got to finish your qualification as a brand representative. So in your first month and every month after that, you have to do a minimum of 4 blocks, which is 2,000 points. Nothing's changed there, but now what changes is every single block has got a percentage value. So the maximum we could earn on the current sales compensation plan was 15% commission. Now we can earn up to 40% commission. Okay.
Nice.
So your first 2 blocks are 5%, and then it grows by increments of 5% for every single block until you hit the 8th block. Up to the 15th block is 35%. So there you're doing anywhere between 4,007,500 points. Then you go to your 16th block, and that's 40%. Our uplines have worked out. This piece over here, just here, is worth £2,000. That is an extra 40, close to 40,000 Rand, just here.
1,000 so nice. Wow.
Commission. That's besides.
Wow.
You're still going to get your retail profits. You're still going to get your sharing bonus. And plus, that's just as a vanilla brand representative. So if you're a brand representative and you are doing massive volumes, you still don't have to have title to earn the big Tom, which is really cool. Okay. Any questions around that so far? Everybody on the same page? Okay, I'm going to test you, hey?
Just quickly, Amanda.
Yes,
Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
Over what period is those 12 blocks?
6 months.
Okay.
You've got to do it over 6 months, a minimum of 2 a month.
Okay, and then just going back to getting your 1,000 points, if I want to do it this month, where would I fall? In the old system or the new system?
You would do it on the old compensation plan, but you would get paid on the new system. So you had a big advantage because you only have to do 4,500 over 3 months. So if you LOI this month, then you just need to do 1,500 next month and 2,000 the following month. And then as soon as you hit your total of 4,500 Rand, you already start earning on the new compensation plan. Pretty cool.
Okay, but I got 3 months to do it.
Yeah, you got 3 months to do it.
Okay.
You've got,
okay, cool.
So you'll have 2 months after this month because you've already done your first part of the qualification in this month.
Okay, all right, cool.
Makes sense. Cool. Right. Okay, so what happens with half blocks? Okay, so why? Again, let's go back to why is the company doing this? We're trying to change behavior because all of these commissions you will have access to on a weekly basis. So, Joy, you decide you want to go away for the weekend. You have been hard at the books. You've been working night and day on this business and you're a bit tired and you need a break. You're going to spoil yourself. You're going to take yourself to a spa. Okay? Guess what you can do? You can push your business hard. End of that week, you can draw out your commissions, babes, and you can use it. So every single week, you can be using those commissions and they accumulate. So if you've drawn out your 1,000 points commission at the beginning of at the end of the first week, the next week is going to be your 10%, and then it's still going to be increasing. So,
so it doesn't start from okay.
Which is really cool because they look at the month holistically. All right. Okay, so let's take an example that your first week you do 1,000 points, the next week you only do 500, then you do 1,000 points, and the last week you do 1,250. What happens to that 250? Because it's only half a block, it takes on the percentage of the last full block. Okay, so you'll be paid at 30% on that 250 because the last full block was 30%. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Also, just to be clear, 500 blocks, first 500 is times 5%. Again, this is just extrapolative. It's just for illustrative purposes. That's 5% times 502 Rand, you will get 25 Rand 10 as a commission. Okay, the next one will also be 5%. The third one is 10%. Oh, look at the jump in your commissions. Okay, obviously there will be a few zeros, we're hoping on that. Fourth block, fifth block, and so it goes. Okay, so you get paid per block. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk flex blocks. Right. Like the grace period, we understand sometimes life can happen. maybe you have made it and you're like, I'm taking a 3-month sabbatical, I'm going to go and travel the world, blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing, if you've set up a team sustainably, you're still going to be earning mullahs of money, and you're not going to have to worry so much about keeping your minimum targets and all that sort of thing, because it's just going to happen, all right? So you can happily go. But let's just say, for whatever reason, you can only do 500 points in the month. You will be given flex blocks, which are, 1 block is equivalent to 500 points. When you become a brand representative, you get 3 flex blocks. The next month you get 2 flex blocks, and the last month you get 1 flex block. So you get a total of 6 flex blocks, okay? Which is actually 3,000 points of flex blocks that you get to use. And if you don't use them, they just accumulate. So every year on your anniversary of becoming a brand representative, the company gives you another 3 blocks. So you can just sandbag these blocks for days. Okay. You will not be paid commission on the flex block. You'll only be paid commission on the actual points that you've done. Does it make sense? But you get to keep your title. Okay. So who can quickly tell me how many sharing blocks and how many building blocks do we have? How many sharing blocks, guys?
Sharing is 4.
4, okay. How many building?
12.
9.
Okay.
I think.
So what is your total sales volume? So what's 9 plus 4?
13.
9 plus 4.
13 times 500 is?
Smith.
That amount that the calculator gave.
That amount.
6,500 points. Okay, so that's
Okay.
kind of how you can work out your points versus blocks, right? In this one, tell me, sharing blocks, how many sharing blocks?
4.
Okay, how many building blocks?
8.
Okay, what's your total volume?
8, 4, 12.
Times 500 is? 6,000. Okay. Don't worry, guys. When you get to kids and times tables, it'll like just come rolling on top of your head. Okay. Tell me about this picture. What is interesting about this picture?
Why is the 4th month only 1?
Oh,
1 block.
right. Exactly. So what happened?
Start from scratch.
Bad month.
Okay, so they start again from scratch in month 1. This is only for qualification. If this person was already a brand representative, what could they use in this month?
Flex blocks.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so talking of which, okay, hang in there, guys. We're almost done. Right. So in January, you complete your qualification. You have to do your first 2,000 before you qualified. So there's no flex blocks until you are qualified. Okay, so you got to do your first 2,000, and then you're deemed, okay, Shanana, you are a brand representative. Okay, so in February, how many flex blocks do you receive from the company?
1.
Who said 3?
3.
Yes. Okay, you receive 3. How many do you use in your first month?
1.
1. Okay. How many are left?
2.
2. Exactly. Okay. In your second month, how many flex blocks do you get given by the company?
2.
2.
None.
Okay. You So you receive 2. How many do you use? None.
None.
Okay. How many do you have in total?
2.
4. So you get that 2 and the ones that get carried over. Okay.
Yeah.
Next month, April. How many do you receive from the company?
1.
1.
2.
Yes. No, 1. Okay. You use how many?
2.
2. How many do you have left?
3.
3.
Well,
So
2.
2 is 2 again.
yeah, 3. You got 3 left. Okay. So those 3 carry over. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. January is your anniversary month. How many do you get from the company on your anniversary month?
3.
3.
So 3 plus 3 is?
6.
6. You got 6 in your bag. Makes sense? Okay, so I'm going to share these presentations, go over these examples in your own time. Okay, we are not going to do this example live because it is almost 10 o'clock. I'm very conscious that it is late. So last thing that I want to go through quickly is leadership teams. Okay, so this is when you start having brand representative breakaways, you start climbing title, and you start developing leaders. So they don't just stop at brand representatives, they start building brand representatives and start becoming leaders. When that happens, the company has actually made it so much easier to climb the ladder, so to speak. Okay, so before you would, the big change really comes roundabout over here. Okay, so to become an emerald on the old compensation plan, an emerald earns about 67,000. On the new compensation plan, they're going to be earning over 100,000 on average. So you can see the jump already in terms of commission. Okay, an average brand representative at 4,000 points. So you've heard us talk about the maximizers where we celebrate people who've done 3K, 5K, 10K, all that sort of stuff. The new 3K is 4K because at 4,000 points, you earn 63% more comms than you would on the old compensation plan. Okay, so here, an emerald, you only need 4 executives, guys. Only 4 executives. And one of your legs must be 10,000. So you've started helping one of those executive teams build breakaways themselves. Okay, or help them go to salons and find more sort of selling arms, however you want to do this business. Okay, so there you're going to earn over 100K. So remember those numbers that you started putting down? I want you to look at the titles here. This is important for next week, guys. So Ruby, okay, so let's go. So executive, and I'm giving it to you at 4,000 volume. All right, because 4,000 is the next 3,000, and we want to produce healthy executives or brand representatives that aren't just doing the bare minimum of 2,000. You're still going to earn money, but not like money like you can on 4,000 points. So a brand representative, 4,000 points will earn about 13,500. A gold will earn, I think we worked it out to about 17, 18. Lapis will earn over 22. Ruby will earn about 40, 45. Emerald over 100. Diamond, I think we said about a 150. Blue diamond, 500,000. Team elite, that's where we start looking at millions of rands per month. Per month, guys. Like, what would you do with R1 million a month? Like, could you spend that much money? Like, I feel like I could, you know?
Probably.
Okay. That's at 4,000 volume. Obviously, the higher your volumes, amen, the better for you, because payday is going to be amazing. Upline Dan in the UK says that a good, healthy brand representative should be doing consistently about 6,000 to 8,000 volumes. And that might sound scary. If you've got a sustainable team and you keep recruiting and you keep building, it's so easy to do. It really is. It's just about being consistent and finding the right people for this business. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as you can see, you need less brand representatives to become these titles, but it's about building depth in the organization. So that's where the money is building depth. So you don't abandon what I'm teaching you. You're going to teach your people, and they're going to learn the skill, and they're going to teach their people, but you're also going to teach their people. We on average help four levels down in our organization. Okay, because you want to be teaching best practices so that that's duplicatable throughout the organization.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Right. So because our company is just that awesome, here's what they say. At the moment, we get leadership bonuses, okay? We get either 5% extra executive bonus, or else we get 10% double bonus on 3,000 points. Now what they're saying is you get 5% of whichever's the biggest, they will give to you. So it's either your 5% executive bonus and 10% double bonus, or and that's of your circle group or your team. Okay, so that's everybody still within your organization, or 5% of your breakaways. And that sometimes is where the big volumes happen. So they will give you 5% commission off of all of the retail sales that your team has done, or your CSV, your commissionable sales value. Like, that is game changer. Have a little bonus, thanks for playing, and that will be paid on a monthly basis, because obviously they've got to go full month to see what those volumes would be. Okay, plus you will get a leading bonus. So anytime somebody jumps rank within your organization, you get a bonus for it. How cool is that? So another paycheck. So I want to ask Nao, and Jess, you can also relate to this. How many bonuses did you guys, or do you guys get in a normal corporate job?
One.
Jess?
Yeah, yes.
But yeah.
If you're lucky, one or two. Okay. Here you could be getting be getting multiple every single month. And that's cherry on the top money. That's over and above kind of your dream money. Pretty cool.
It is.
Okay. But guys, it's not the lotto tickets. I'm going to say this over and over and over again. You don't put the work in, it's not just going to land on your lap. And yes, in the beginning stages, it can feel clunky and it can feel frustrating because you're learning and you're doing, and you're getting frustrated because people are saying no to you and all the rest of it, and you're still trying to get your mindset right. And yes, it can be like overwhelming, but I promise you now, if you stick it out, and I promise you, I'm speaking from like the truth. It took me a year to get to where I am in this business, but December was game changer stuff for my family and I, and that can be for you guys as well. Okay, so you just got to persevere. Your first year is going to be the hardest, but it's going to be the most rewarding. When you get over that heap, you're like, oh, okay, but so worth it. So worth it. Okay, all right. So that is it for tonight. It is already past 10 o'clock, ladies. You have been fabulous. I'm very impressed that you've kept the brain switched on. I can see there's very tired eyes. Let's leave it there. Okay, homework. What is the homework, guys?
Vision board.
Vision board.
Vision board. Yes, vision board. Okay, vision board.
And the check.
Go do your gratitude diaries. Absolutely. Set the right attitude for this business. Okay. And guys, if you want to grow quickly in this business, like ask. Get on to as many trainings as you can. Some really good books to listen to. I will publish a list of books, but Go Pro by Eric Wall. Go for No. Okay. Beach Money. The Power is excellent for mindsets. Those are 4 for now. If you don't enjoy reading, Audible is amazing when you're driving. Your first Audible is free. Your first credit is free. Okay? While you designing stuff, or while you packing lunches or packing cupboards or whatever, listen, learn. We are women, we can multitask. All right. Okay. So, guys, that is it for tonight. I will be sharing this content tomorrow, and I'll also be sharing next week's prep to start thinking about. You guys, what's really important is that you've taken down the number, the ideal number, and I want you to be realistic by when do you want to get there, because the next exercise is we've got to plot it back, and we've got to go, now, what are the milestones that you need to achieve on a monthly basis in terms of volumes, in terms of team members, in terms of executives or brand representatives. Oh, I'm going to have to sing one of these days. Okay, so we're going to work it backwards. So it's important that you know where you want to be and what that means in terms of title, okay, or in terms of volumes, because you can, again, have a lower title but achieve higher volumes to get that number. So those are the conversations we're going to be having next week, okay? Cool. Right. Okay. Have a great week and weekend. Go close some amazing sales. It is payday. This is now, we are now like, you know, like we've been watching the prey. Go pounce. Make it happen. All right. Okay, guys. Keep well. Sleep tight. Bye.
Good night.